and a very warm welcome to yet another brand new episode of your weekly cultural diary, Colours of India. Now, as we record our show this week, the rain god has given us the much needed respite from the sweltering heat. So in this lovely weather, here's presenting to you some wonderful cultural performances, starting with the rhythm of Kathak. Next, a puppet version of Don Quixote. And finally, we tell you ways to make the perfect kulfi. This week, we begin with the cultural group's performance that works on the principle of promoting India's rich heritage of dance and music. The focus is on making the younger generation aware of our art, literature, culture, and the legacy of our forefathers. So take a look at this very special show in the capital.
The festival was titled String and Steps, so ideal to its nature and rhythm. An honor to Ustad Hashmat Ali Khan, showcasing India's rich culture and heritage. The versatile maestro belongs to the Ajrala Gharana of the tabla. The evening laid emphasis on the importance of this instrument in music and dance.
हमें इससे दिल से यूं मोहब्बत है, एक तो ये हमारा भजन है, हमारा ये भजन है और भजन से आदमी जब तक नहीं मोहब्बत करेगा तो भजन कर नहीं सकता और दिल ही मोहब्बत होती है भजन से। भजन एक हमारी इबादत है और भजन में ही हमारा ये सब कुछ है, हमारा तबला ही सब कुछ है, समझे। और तबले में मतलब हमें सबसे पहली बात तो इस तबले से मैंने अपने बच्चों को पाला, मैं खुद पला, मैंने अपने माँ बाप को दिया कमा के, तबले से ही दिया मैंने।
First on stage, a tabla solo recital by Hafiz Ahmed Alvi, enthralling audiences. Accompanying him, his brother Sameer on the sarangi. Hafiz has won many prestigious national and international awards.
Is in my lineage, since it's my 7th generation in music. So when I grew up, when I was child, I used to play tabla, I used to sing, because it's coming from generation. So it's naturally in my blood.
And up next, a Kathak performance by Sangeeta Majumdar with the aim of keeping the traditional dance form still alive. The name Kathak derives from the Sanskrit word katha, meaning story, and traces its origins to the nomadic bards of ancient northern India known as kathakars or storytellers. The excellence of the form was truly visible in the expressions and moves made by Sangeeta on stage.
The show paid rich tributes to Indian classical dance and music, forms that have been delightful modes of understanding our cultural heritage. Well, on that note, it's time for us to slip into a very short break. There's still more to come on the other side. Do stay with us. Coming up after the break, a story retold by the Bambalina Theatre Group. Welcome back after the break. The brilliance of Spanish puppet theatre is back in India. The diverse selection of artists is a huge draw with their unique and creative marionettes. In New Delhi, their performance and storytelling revived an age-old Spanish classic. Take a look. They call themselves the Bambalina Puppet Theatre Company. And here they enact Spanish literary classic Don Quixote, an epic tale that has found worldwide acclaim across more than 3 centuries. This particular show was held on the 4th centenary of the publishing of the second half of the masterpiece by Miguel de Cervantes.
This is special because we try to explain the essence of the show. It's without words, lights are candle. We try to go to the very deep of the soul of this wonderful and universal book.
Big show about the Don Quixote. Don Quixote is a very, very famous book from the 16th century.
The story follows the adventures of a nameless Spanish gentleman who reads so many chivalric romances that he loses his sanity. And decides to set out to revive chivalry, undo wrongs, and bring justice to the world under the name Don Quixote. The 2 artists dressed in black, a table game of light and shadow, precise gestures, and nuanced blend music fascinated audiences.
The performance was really nice. It's always nice to see something so human in a different form. Seeing it through puppets, one feels like it's the expression of art through puppetry is something that humans can't communicate by themselves, so they find different ways.
The group Bambalina has always stood out for interdisciplinary evocation shows and a theatrical language in tune with the most contemporary dramas. An exclusive show in the digital world, this ancient form of theatre still holds a unique charm and presence. Next, we take you to a fundraising exhibition. Gorilla Creative Arts and the Delhi Photography Club presented a solo photography exhibition of world-renowned travel photographer Aman Chotani in the national capital. The purpose was to raise funds for the Nepal quake victims. Take a look.
The exhibition is titled Aman Chotani, Life Through the Lenses, and it's dedicated to the tragedy-stricken people of Nepal. The pictures themselves are a series of reflections capturing the innocence of children amid the vulnerable wretchedness of India's rural folk.
I'm thrilled, I'm excited, and I'm totally charged with new energy. After seeing these photographs from the different cities, states of India, I can only say that Aman Chotani is an ace photographer of this nation. And one video, one second, it is equal to 25 still pictures. So still plays a very, very important role in life for a filmmaker. So when we teach cinema, we always tell them that each and every shot has to be the best, and compose your cinema according to the still photograph.
The man behind the camera, Aman Chotani, believes in telling stories through his images. The stills explain unseen traditions and unique experiences. They portray a passion for travel and capture new people in multiple settings. And they go beyond mere clicks and reflect translations of the photographer's feelings and readings of a scene.
My pictures also, they are more about India people, culture. So this is what I'm telling here. People of India, culture of India, and basically more of a portraits, more of a story of one particular person, one particular culture, different scenario, different people who are living in different cities. That's what this exhibition is all about.
Light and lighting play a crucial role. These pictures with different places were the central attractions of the display. Through them, Chotani conveys his subject as a storyteller. Collections from this exhibition will go to Nepal to help victims of the earthquake there, people looking to rebuild their lives.
The power of photography lies in its ability to communicate ideas and emotions. And in this photo exhibition, we could clearly make out the interesting tales through different casings. On that note, we slip into another very short break. There's still more to come on the program. Don't go anywhere. On the other side, get to know some easy steps of making a perfectly flavored kulfi in your own kitchen. Welcome back after the break. Now, during summer months, beating off the scorching heat needs a resort to some very special coolers. and there's little to beat our age-old Kulfi, a frozen dessert that's perfectly flavored. The ice cream has deeper roots and its own special recipe that's pure brilliance. So in this segment, let's get you some different ways of Kulfi making.
It starts off as specially flavored milk set into molds, sealed and frozen. The kulfi, the name for the delic-shaped ices found at the end of Indian restaurant menus, originated in the Mughal Empire. Back then, it was a delicacy in royal kitchens with ice used specially brought in from the Himalayas. Shift to modern times 200 years since. Karol Bagh, a bustling shopping district in the capital. The perpetual bustle of crowds, the heat and dust. Take a break at this kulfi outlet, one that's grown to some eminence and acclaim.
दूध को इसको उबालते हैं, जब आधा रह जाता है तो इसको हम देख लेते हैं कि ये कुल्फी लायक हो गया है कि नहीं। फिर जैसे ही वो कुल्फी लायक होता है उसको हम उसके अंदर ठंडा करके फिर अपना जो उसमें सैफरॉन, ड्राई फ्रूट्स, नट्स डालते हैं तो और फिर वो मोल्ड के अंदर डाल के और शेक करते हैं। उसके अंदर एक पॉट होता है, उसके अंदर शेक करते हैं तो कुल्फी तैयार हो जाती है।
Whereas Western ice creams are egg and custard based, often with added cream, kulfi is traditionally made from milk alone. Simmered for hours, it is then added with sugar and dry fruits to give it that nutty flavor.
I'm not too fond of kulfi, honestly speaking, but since I've heard so much about kulfi from Roshan ki kulfi here, so I thought I must have kulfi here.
Freeze for at least 6 hours. To release, take out of the freezer about 5 minutes before serving and dip the molds briefly in hot water to break the seal easily.
हम लोग 30-35 जने आए थे, 30-35 जने अलग अलग फ्लेवर में खाई, काफ़ी अच्छी लगी हम लोग को यहाँ की कुल्फी।
डिफरेंस लगा कुछ बाकी?
बहुत दूसरी जगह से बहुत काफ़ी अलग लगा हमको। जो यहाँ सेवैया वाली जो हमने फलूदा खाया वो भी अलग लगा और डिलीशियस है। कुल मिला के अल्टीमेट, वन शॉप अल्टीमेट शॉप।
हाँ, यहाँ का कुल्फी बहुत अच्छा है। इसमें मतलब बहुत 4 तरह के फ्लेवर है, वो चारों बहुत अच्छे हैं और हमने चारों ट्राई करे हैं।
The kulfi itself comes in mango, badam kesar, pan and other divine flavors. There's even a modernized sugar-free version. And the accompanying artist, the faluda, to add that special zing and added flavor, winning every race in the realm of the dessert.
One of the best ways to beat this summer is to indulge in these varieties of kulfi. Each prepared fresh has its unique color and taste. So come and enjoy the lip-smacking flavor at Roshan Di Kulfi, which is truly a heaven for ice cream lovers. With camera person Dharmendra, Ravleen Kaur for Rajya Sabha Television. Kulfi stalls are a big draw during summer months. Many have grown from there into full-fledged ice cream parlours, each offering a speciality of their own. But kulfi remains one dessert that can be made to perfection at home as well. So while you try out different recipes of kulfi at home, it's time for me to wrap up this episode of Colors of India. We'll see you same time next week with another bunch of exciting and colourful stories. Until then, take very good care. Goodbye from the entire team.